welcome to another episode of the Anti-Social Chat Show. And I am one of your co-hosts, Tara Tamiko, digital marketing consultant, and I am with...
Hello, my name's Eleanor Gould, and I'm chief copywriter and undomestic goddess at Creative Copywriting.
I love when you emphasize that. I just want to start off by thanking all our subscribers on SoundCloud, because even though we record this and obviously pop it all around on Facebook and LinkedIn and so forth, we do have some of you who prefer not to look at us. No, I'm just joking, but who like to listen to us via SoundCloud. So thank you very much. And also for those of you that, would prefer to just listen to the audio, you can subscribe via SoundCloud and we will drop the links in later.
Excellent. Right. So today, Tara, I understand our topic is transformation. So what exactly is transformation? What do you mean by that? Do we all have to transform to, some kind of spiritual practice? What do you mean?
Oh, don't say that. No, please don't do that. Well, basically, the reason why I picked this topic is because, as you know, I have what I call the digital marketing transformation method. Mm-hmm. And I have this because I like to help businesses who are really used to doing traditional marketing, but really want to embrace digital. And then it got me to thinking, from obviously doing your copywriting course, that actually I'll plug for you, the actually complete email copywriting course, that one of the things that, you often talk about, and obviously other copywriters, is that you must talk about the benefits to your audience. Don't just tell them the features. They don't want to know how a remote control works. They just want to know what the benefits are for them to have a remote control. So it got me to thinking about, how can we encourage people to understand that more? And transformation, the before and after, I think is a really great way to go. So if for those of you who are running your business, you probably understand your audience really well, but actually translating that into something that you can appeal to them could possibly be difficult. And I just thought, the classic weight loss before and after photos. I mean, it's very cliched, but it's cliched for a reason, because you can actually see, wow, that's what the person looked like, before, and now there's an after. So
I think that's a really good example, Tara, actually, because, everybody, or who doesn't like to look at the before and after pictures, because it's a visual,
right.
It's a good way to story tell as well for your transformation. And I'd just add there, that just come into my head about weight loss, is that a lot of copywriters, some of the good ones, hail from the fitness industry. And the reason why that is because they really understood their client or their customers, because most of them, you'll find, had been on that journey themselves,
right?
Weight loss journey, a lot of them. So they really live and breathe their clients and their customers, so they actually see that transformation. So I really like that analogy.
It's kind of made me think, as you were saying that, I wonder if there are copywriters out there who are thinking, I must really embrace every topic that I deal with then. Could you imagine if you're working in a particular industry, let's say the car industry, like, I must buy all those cars, or be like the actors who actually embrace their role? And
well, yes, I actually do have a blog post on it, actually, called
How
to Boost Your Copyright, and it's all about how a bit like a copywriter is, when you're researching your audience, you should be like a method actor. So you really get into the research you do. You are being like them. It's not just take weight loss, for example. It's not just, why do I want to lose weight? So I can fit into my clothes. People want to lose weight for other reasons. There's
exactly
emotional reasons for that. So I can look great, in my wedding dress, and
right,
or I'll get that validation and look beautiful. So it's not just. There's always something deeper into why people want that transformation, if you like. So yes, right. Method acting is a really good analogy too, because if you think about it, I don't know if you've ever seen the film Raging Bull with Robert De Niro, where he uses method acting in that. Well, I think he does anyway, because he goes from, he gets really, really big, he puts on the weight, and Robert De Niro is one of those people who is very good at transforming,
right, yeah.
And the other one is oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but I remember it. But carry on to
No, but, well, just to carry on from that is, it's not just for copywriters. I'm also, talking to those who have businesses, because they have to write their own copy as well. And I just think if they are able to, if they already understand their audience, and that's great, then they have a pool that they can speak to. But if they don't, I think it's a really good idea to understand, basically, we hear all the time about the pains, what's the pain point? But I like to kind of go a bit deeper. What's their frustration? Because sometimes for me, I see that there's a pain, but I know how to overcome it, right? But a frustration just seems to kind of linger, right? So what's the frustration, and how do they want to see, see how that looks if it wasn't there? And that's what I mean by transformation in that respect. And then the other area is to do with their fears and what that implies. So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you've got to, I've read it in some copywriting articles that you've got to tap into their fear and use that. But rather than just look at their fear, what are the implications? How does that fear manifest? And then understanding that, so you can then transform.
Well, I would say it's not so much tap into their fear, it's tap into all their emotional trigger points. So it's all the emotional range. It's not just fear. Fear is obviously a big one. But, I totally get you there with the whole pain point things. Yes, you need to, copywriters do, like to use the word pain points. But actually, it's not, I think that's like, sometimes the actual word pain gives me pain, it's not just that. I think it goes a lot deeper than that. And you really got to know also, I've seen in some copy, they'll go for all the pain points. So it'll be like, 3 or 4, and like, no, just the one. You're sort of in the one thing, don't get carried away. So it can make the whole copy a bit disjointed. You don't actually know what solution you're providing. So what you're saying about transformation, you're going from before to after. You're actually showing them and taking them through the actual journey, the story. So
exactly. I mean, just having that rule of one is going to help, because when I think about my own business and my own pain points and frustrations, I could list them. I'm sure you probably could too, forever. But if I'm looking for specific help in the area, I just want a solution to one thing. So I think that's pretty, spot on there. So do you have any other tips?
I mean, the other thing I see quite a lot is people, and this is all part of, writing copy, and funny enough, part of the methodology I use, the persuasive copy revelation method, similar to, I guess it works on a similar basis to what you use as well, but it's all about transformation as well. So one of the stages in that is actually bringing out objections. So you've got to take into account your readers' objections, because as soon as somebody reads, say for example, a sales letter or anything like that, the conversation they're having in their head isn't, oh, this person's going to solve my pain, but also, but what about? So you've got to answer but you've got to answer the but what if, or as well in your copy. And that's quite a powerful thing. That can be really powerful, because when you're reading any kind of copy and you're following a flow, your mind is working quick. And then the person then answers that. You're like, oh, okay. So it gets you quicker to the sale.
Right. Okay. That kind of makes me think of some of those long sales copy that I've seen. That like before I kind of understood what copywriting was, I was like, why is it so long? Who is going to read it? But when I'm reading something that I'm about to purchase, and like before I hit that PayPal button, I will read everything. And the good ones are doing that, because I'm, obviously I'm a little bit, more experienced being a marketer. So, but then at the end of the day, whatever it is that they're offering, I'm thinking, but I wonder if it has, and I wonder if they do, I wonder if they will. And then as I read, it's like, oh. Well,
the thing is, if you're really interested in the subject, that where you're at that choice where you want to buy anyway, you will soak it up. And if the copy is compelling enough, you will read every single word. So the whole long copy versus short copy debate kind of goes out the window. The copy needs to be as long or as short as it needs to be. So that's what I would say.
Brilliant. Well, I will say that one of the other areas, I hear a lot of people say, okay, it's all very well that I should know my audience, and but I don't have a list. I don't know how, don't know how to talk to them. some people are very much against surveys because they think that it's not, you know, true. And I, well, not that it's not true, but that people don't answer correctly. But one of the things I love to do, and I think we've mentioned it before, is I like to look at Reddit. I love Reddit. Because
I was on Quora the other day. I really like that. That's my go.
Right. Yeah, I like Quora as well. I find Quora to be a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more sophisticated.
That's probably why I like it then.
Love that.
Hi. Wow, that was interesting, Tara. Tara just disappeared for a little while because I think your battery went dead. So she prepared in advance by eating and having lunch so she didn't get hungry, but she didn't prepare her computer.
Whoopsie! And I'm the tech queen. Yeah, right. Okay, well, I think we were just speaking about Quora and Reddit, weren't we?
Yes,
and
right,
how, and I think the point I was trying to make was that you can use them to understand your audience, even if you don't have a list. And the reason why I say that is because it's one of the number one objections I hear from people who are developing their services and their products. And I say, so who's your audience? How do they feel about it? Like, well, I don't know. I don't have a list. So I think that, you know, I think it's a good idea that people look at at least those two resources. And I have a video that I made on how to automate your research with Reddit. So I will be able to.
I've seen it. It's really good. I thought it was really handy, Tara.
Cool. So yeah. So anything else? Do we have anything else to share regarding this transformation?
Well, I don't know, but if you want to transform your LinkedIn game, obviously I've just launched a set of emails taking you from, you know, the basics to some more advanced strategies. And at the end of that, there's also a fun little 10-day challenge as well. And then it will carry on my tips and news as read. But if you sign up now, you'll get 6 to 7 emails taking you through, you know, from the basics to more advanced LinkedIn strategies.
Brilliant.
Win the LinkedIn game, if you like. Yeah.
It's not just copywriting; it's actually how to use LinkedIn.
Oh yeah, it's just taking people through my experience, how I use it. So, you know, people may very well have different strategies, but this is, I'm taking you through exactly my journey and giving you all the tips and things that I learned on the way, so you don't make the same mistake. And then after it, there's a short 10-day challenge where I give you idea prompts for your you know, content creation, if you like. That can be videos or text posts. So it's a bit of fun, so we can all get to connect and you get to learn a bit as well. Totally for free. It's not a paid course.
Wow,
it's
brilliant.
Absolutely free. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I will say that, you know, I don't know if everyone knows, but Eleanor does very well on LinkedIn. She's not going to, you know, praise herself. So let me praise you. I know that since I've met you, you've kind of embraced everything that's come out that will help you with your business. And LinkedIn has been one of the top platforms. And I've seen and heard how, you know, your LinkedIn profile gets many views, many likes, many comments, lots of interaction, and you even generate leads from it. So
I do indeed, and I would just want to pass it on for other people, because for, you know, at first it was the email was for copywriters. Mm-hmm. I'm extending that now to, you know, everyone, because everyone can benefit. It's the same you know, strategies apply really.
Brilliant, fantastic. Well, okay, I think that's a wrap, no?
Yeah.
So brilliant. So I will just say to everyone, just check out the links. We'll just put everything there that we spoke about. So you'll be able to sign up for Eleanor's LinkedIn tips for your LinkedIn strategy as well. So we are going to see you on the next episode of the Antisocial Chat Show. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's love, peace and great copy from me.
Bye.